My name's Chantel and my dad is Joe and we have Chubby Dumpling. Today we're at Brockley Market, which we do on Saturdays. Is it okay if he's cooking in the back? Yeah. So my dad had a restaurant for 31 years. Food played a very big role in our lives because obviously I grew up in the restaurant, so my whole life my dad had his restaurant and he's from Hong Kong, so food is like a massive, massive deal in Hong Kong. I grew up in England in like a little very English town. My mum's English. Like I didn't learn to speak Chinese or we didn't go over that often. So I think food is like basically how I learned about our heritage and the Chinese heritage in Hong Kong. There's like a lot of headaches that come with a restaurant. Staffing, overheads and like everything else, like a lot. It was just getting a bit too much. I needed to retire. It was like very intense. Retired, and then a couple of years later we decided to set up Chubby Dumpling. It sort of seemed a good sort of balance to do street food. I wanted to leave my job in design. He was making loads of dumplings and we thought like dumplings were a good way to sort of package up food in like a street food way.
When I was little, I always followed my mom down to the markets and getting all these ingredients. And she always made the dumplings at home. You take it home and then just you chop it, dice the bone, clean it, and dice it and put the seasoning in there, salt and pepper and the Chinese seasoning. And on the other side, just made a dough. The dough is just flour, plain flour and water. Knead it, rest. Knead it, rest for a few times, and then you just fold it. And afterwards, it's steamed. After it's been steamed, you pan fry them.
When he was growing up and like getting ingredients with his mum was going to market and there's live chickens and they kill the chicken fresh and as a turtle that's alive. And then when he did the restaurant in England, he wanted to take the lobster out to show the table that it's alive. When we started, obviously we were doing it in London and I said we need to have a vegan option. So that was sort of difficult for him to understand because we don't have vegan food in Hong Kong and he'd never really eaten vegan food. So making a dumpling that even he would eat that was vegan was like very difficult. But obviously he used then his traditional ingredients and traditional seasonings but with vegetables instead of meat basically, without it just tasting like mush. We're very lucky we live in London, so it's very multicultural and we get to experience these cultures through their food. It's like the easiest way to experience those cultures in England. Since starting doing street food and doing the markets, I've tried loads of food that I wouldn't have tried before, I haven't tried before. Like hadn't had Ethiopian food, hadn't had like really good jollof rice before. Obviously all the traders like swap food and you'll get to meet each other and like learn about their cultures that way. It's like really nice to learn through their food and like how they grew up eating and everything. Yeah, I'm due in early October, so not long, yeah. Exciting, but scary. It's definitely his way of showing love. Like I'm pregnant at the moment, so he's been making me these like weird soups. But it's literally, he'll make a soup instead of saying I love you. It's like his way of showing he cares and everything. And it's a lot of people's love language, I guess. What was the question?
No, that's good. No, that's perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I hope your grand's been to my restaurants. And hopefully it's not a bad experience.